Hello young friends, hearty welcome. In the previous episodes, you learned to create a blueprint through a process of design thinking to design your life. You learn to dance with ambiguity to become your dream self through an iterative process of design thinking. While designing your life, you saw your future self through a life sketch of 3 personality types whose lives were driven by desires and wishes, goals and ambitions, and values, purpose and contribution. Through the lens of their aspirations, you could aspire and design your life to become what you ought to be. Now that you have known your current version through self-awareness and blueprint to become your best version of yourself, it is time to connect the dots. In this episode, you will learn to exercise your power of choice, to pave your path with the right choices, to become what you ought to be. We would also deepen our practice of heartfulness meditation to make better choices from moment to moment by tuning our mind with our heart. So, are you ready? Let's reflect on 3 questions. How do choices impact our lives? How to make the right choices and excel at them? How to align our choices for a collective goal? How do choices impact our lives? The decisions we make can have consequences that affect our lives. So it's important to carefully consider our options before making a choice. Making informed and thoughtful choices can lead to better decisions and a more fulfilling life. Let's reflect on a profound quote by Viktor Frankl in this context. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. It is in the space at that pause that you are at a point of choice. It is in that pause that you can make an appropriate response. Responsibility means the ability to choose your response. So, how do you bring that pause in your life? Only through meditation you can bring that pause in your lives. It is a defining characteristic of effective decision making. Whether we are buying clothes, ordering food, watching a movie, or applying to a college, studying a subject, selecting a career, we are at a crossroads to make a choice, isn't it? So, what are these facets of life where you can make choices? Let's call them dimensions of life or wheel of life. As a youth, you are at a crossroad where you could exercise power of choice in various dimensions of life, which will eventually impact your life downstream 20 years from now. These dimensions of life are health, education, family, friendship, hobbies or fun, growth, and finances, to list a few. Your trajectory of life would be impacted by the choices you make in each of these facets of life. What is on your plate? What would you choose to eat? For example, as a youth, you are at a point of choice to opt for a subject you want to study after class 10th or class 12th that would impact your life downstream. But you have a choice to choose a subject. You have a choice to study a particular subject or a stream that would eventually decide what career options are available to you later on. For example, if you are studying commerce, you can opt for a career in that domain where you require knowledge of finance. If you are studying engineering, medical, law, liberal arts, technology, administration, artificial intelligence, sports, or music, you would be confined to make a career choice in those domains only. That is the impact of choices you make. Oftentimes, what is starting as a mere hobby may bloom into a full-time career. Keep pursuing your hobbies. For example, Sithila Pandey, better known as Sameer Anjan, studied commerce and started his career as a bank officer. Eventually realized that banking is not his world and became a famous lyricist. Rowan Atkinson's, popularly known as Mr. Bean, has a master's in electrical engineering. Anil Kumble, for example, was an engineer by education, but eventually became a cricketer. Harsha Bhogle studied chemical engineering and management and turned to become a commentator. Nagarjuna, MS in automobile engineering, became a Telugu movie star. So you always had that choice to decide. Doing what you love and loving what you do is a different matter altogether. You may choose to do what you love early in your life so that you may enjoy your work later when you make a career and excel in it. If physical health is your choice, you would like to go for a morning walk or maybe join a gym. If mental health is your priority, you would try meditation to build your mental strength and resilience. If self-development is a choice, you would like to stretch yourself in extracurricular activities. You would go that extra mile if you are invested in any facet of life. We are the product of our choices. Our lives are self-fulfilling prophecies. Our lives are shaped by the stories we tell ourselves and believe in. When do we make a choice? Every moment is a choice. What you think of as a lifeline is actually a series of dots. These dots are movements. Life is a series of movements called nows. If life is a line, then life planning is possible. First we make our choices, and then our choices makes us. Make that choice early in the morning of your life. The earlier, the better. Do you wake up in the morning? That's why they are called the miracle morning. Do you freshen up first? Do you eat properly? Do you tidy up in the morning? Do you practice meditation in the morning? Do you review your day and plan ahead for the next day before going to sleep? You can prepare for your next day to excel in life by reviewing your choices, what worked and what did not work. You could become better and better by continuous refinement. The past does not matter as much. No matter what has occurred in your life up to this point, it should have no bearing at all on how you live from now on. Your life is decided here and now at this very moment. Today is the first day for the rest of your life. We determine our future in accordance with the meaning we assign to our past experiences. That is how our choices impact our lives. What happens when I make a wrong choice in any of the facets of my life? I have to bear its consequences. We are free to choose our actions, but we are not free to choose the consequences of those actions. So freedom means freedom to do the right thing, not the wrong. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom always to tell the difference. Acceptance is the answer. I accept the situation. In the wheel of life, do not forget the center of the wheel. The center of the wheel is you, your inner self. It is critical to your balance that keeps you centered. It gives you motive power to anchor your life when storms of life unsettle you. In this century, we need youth leaders to live life more intentionally, making conscious choices about who we are, what we do, and how we live, rather than simply being carried along like a piece of driftwood. How to make the right choices and excel at them. We must make choices that enable us to fulfill the deepest capacities of our real selves. Reflect on the dilemma that most of us go through. What should I study? What do I want to become? Should I join this company or that company? There is plethora of information on the internet. What information you choose to believe is a choice. The place of choice is the crossroads between feeling fulfilled and aligning with your own feelings. Only after you have identified the place of choice can you move on to the point of decision, which is where you finally consider all options and decide what to do. On a laptop or cell phone, you are watching a series on OTT. You have the freedom to stop after watching an episode or get enticed for binge watching, staying for hours on the internet. OTT platforms have teams of PhD data scientists who work to figure out how to get you watch more movies. As you watch movies through OTT platforms, they watch you, tracking your behavior in minute detail. Technology is winning the battle to control your brain. You need to protect yourself. How much you watch is a choice. You could choose to browse through inspirational content, a TED talk on quantum computing, or maybe a comedy show. You are at the place of choice. How do you make a choice? What is the role of heart and brain in making the right choices? Choice is a precursor to a decision. You take guidance from your heart signals to make a choice intuitively. Heart has a lot to do with it. Our heart is our compass. It points to the true north. In a conflict between the heart and the brain, follow your heart. How do you follow your heart? By listening to your heart, by paying attention to your heart, by being centered in your heart through daily practice of heartfulness meditation. Wisdom matures in practice by referring to our heart time and again. Following the voice of our heart, we make right choices. If we listen to our hearts, we will be guided properly. Listen to your heart, it won't lie. With the right choices, the heart is at peace. It is precisely when we override the voice of our heart, we make wrong choices and wrong decisions. Don't let the noise of your mind and others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Heartfulness meditation enables you to listen to your inner voice. In the modern world, we are bombarded with more choices. Therefore, we need to master this art of listening to our own feelings and take inner guidance to make the right choice. How to align our choices for a collective goal? It is here our interpersonal leadership journey starts. It is one thing to make choices for oneself and quite another when others are involved into this equation. The other may be an individual or a group. The individual has to deal with the collective in terms of relationship, family, teams, communities, and society. We do not live in isolation. We are interconnected in a web of life. That is why social media thrives. To be is to be related, and relationship is life. Therefore, human interaction is inextricably linked with choices. I am only because you are. The essence of being human is that I am making choices for a collective goal. In the African community, it is called Ubuntu. What is Ubuntu? Let's watch a video.
Let me tell you, we have something in our African community, something that is very difficult to put into English. It is called Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Ubuntu is the essence of being human. And it says, a solitary human being is a contradiction in terms. I can't be a human being on my lonesome. I wouldn't know how to speak as a human being. I wouldn't know how to think as a human being. I wouldn't know how to walk as a human being. I have to learn from other human beings how to be human. And so Ubuntu says, my humanity is bound up in yours. I am only because you are. And we then say, a person is a person through other persons. And that we need this communal harmony if we are going to survive at all. And anger and revenge and bitterness are corrosive of this harmony. And you know it. You've experienced how when you are really angry with someone, it does something to your tum-tum. It does something to your blood pressure. So forgiving is actually not being altruistic. You're not being nice to the other guy. When you forgive, you're actually being nice to yourself. Forgiving, apart from anything else, is good for your health.
Ubuntu is the essence of being human. So to make choices that lead us to a collective goal essentially means a choice of win all. If I make choices where I win and others lose, it is not a sustainable choice for a common goal. Assuming that we have a collective goal, we need to align our choices with a common value system that brings harmony. In the earlier episode on strengths and values, we discovered our values. Value is like a map. Values are further governed by principles. Principles are more fundamental than values. Principles are not values. Principles are eternal. It is like a lighthouse. Principles are natural laws having universal application. We will break our heads trying to change principles. All we can do is to align our values with the principles. While value is like a map, principle is like a territory. The map is not the territory. It is a representation of the territory. So the foremost requirement is the accuracy of the map. Similarly, values should be aligned with the principles. Values that are aligned with the principles are called universal human values. We must value principles. They are common to all of us. When we base our choices on universal human values of peace, universal love, harmony, humility, and service, we come closer to our original nature. We approach the collective goal. In this process, we become extended hand of Mother Nature. Then we exhibit the right behavior by making the right choice. Our behavior is determined by our values, while the consequences are determined by the principles. We grow physically, mentally, and spiritually, and our growth across these dimensions come from the choices we make and the actions we take in alignment with the right set of values. To summarize what we discussed today, we are endowed with power of choice. Every moment is a choice. Our choices impact our lives. Our freedom to choose and act is only in the present moment. While making choices, remain heart-centered. Making the right choices and excelling at them requires tuning into our hearts and developing intuitive capacity through heart based meditation. Choices that are made in alignment with values that are in turn aligned with universal principles is a paradigm of collective good. Meditation teaches us to pause, to go within, to connect with universal love, and to resurface refreshed and full of potential. As we practice heartfulness meditation, we become less reactive and more responsive. Regular heartfulness meditation practice develops our intuition because the heart is intuitive. Through heartfulness meditation, we shift from thinking to feeling. We cannot fabricate a feeling. Meditation is a form of waiting, a relaxed kind of waiting. Feeling emerges from our heart naturally when we have no expectation during meditation. Let's learn to relax and meditate and feel the divine presence within our hearts. Be comfortable and gently close your eyes. Turn your attention inward and begin. You will be guided to relax and meditate. Stay tuned.
Sit comfortably and close your eyes softly and gently. Feel a healing energy move up from the earth into your toes, feet, and ankles. Feel your toes relax and your feet relax, and allow your ankles to relax. Now feel this healing energy move up to your knees. As it moves up, it relaxes your calf muscles. Feel this energy remove all the tension from your knees. Now it is moving further up your legs, into your thighs. Feel your thighs relaxing. Now the energy has moved into your hips and waist. Feel them relax. As the energy moves up, your lower back is relaxing. And your stomach. Now the energy has moved into your chest area. Feel it relax. Feel the energy move up your back and into your shoulders. Feel your upper back relax. And feel your shoulders simply melting away. The energy is now moving into your arms. They too are getting relaxed. Feel all the tension from your elbows leaving. And as the energy moves into your forearms, they too are getting relaxed. Remove all the tension from your wrists as the energy moves into your hands and right up to your fingertips. Now move your attention up to your neck. The energy is moving up and relaxing your neck muscles. Now it is moving into your face, relaxing your jaw and mouth. The energy moves into your nose and eyes, relaxing them. Your cheek muscles are relaxed. Feel your earlobes relax. And now the energy is moving all the way up to the top of your head. Feel it relax. Feel your entire body is relaxed from top to toe. Now move your attention to your heart. Feel that a source of light is already present in your heart, and it is attracting you from within. Do not try and see the light, just know that it is there in your heart. Be open and receptive to a very subtle energy flowing into you. Relax into this feeling. If you find your awareness drifting at any time to other thoughts, don't fight them. Let them be. Gently remind yourself that you are meditating on the light in your heart. Allow yourself to become more and more absorbed within. Remain absorbed until you hear further guidance. while keeping your eyes closed. Gently come out of the state of meditation. Now gently open your eyes. Reflect on what you just experienced. Try and retain this condition as you return to your daily routine.